Well, not really cool.
Yeah, it was a cool job. It was a very, very cool job to be involved in, definitely.
I can imagine it's an awesome show. Like you, I sat and watched episode 1. It was just like, season 1 can't stop because I've got to stop. I've got to go to bed. No, I can't. I can't. It's one of those.
Yeah, one more episode. Then
exactly. Yeah. It's great. Okay, so moving on to, I've got a couple of questions from fans here as well. Before we finish off, so Gina Pust has asked.
I know Gina. Yeah, I know Gina. Talk to her on the internet all the time.
Have you been asked back to season 3 or even season 4?
I was only ever a very, very small part in season 2, and I wanted to be transparent with the fans. I think originally I was supposed to be in 3 episodes, and I ended up getting 6 episodes. And I was never promised or expected anything beyond that. So no, the answer was I was in season 2. That's what I did, and it was wonderful.
Cool. Fair enough. She also asks, how's the project with Regal Animation going?
Regal Animation is very, very exciting. I met Fraser Murdoch, who runs Regal Animation. I met him on the Outlander set.
All right.
So he was doing visual effects for Outlander, and he gave me a wee leaflet, and it was an animated film he was doing called Bab, the Man Who Took Too Much.
Right.
And I said, look, I don't know anything about animation. I says, but I do work at a cinema. The Regal's a cinema and a theatre. If you want to show your film here, and you want to come down and get involved, we've got loads of passionate people that would maybe help you with a project. So long story short, we've done a showcase last weekend, and we put up all the videos and all the animated cartoons. People in the community came to see what the animation's all about, and we're doing another one. I think we've got 2 booked. We've got one in January 2017 and one in September 2017. And we're working on the movie Bab, which he handed me a leaflet for, and I'm playing Bab. So I'm now playing the lead part in the film that he handed me a leaflet for. So that's a bit mad, that Outlander connection, that Fraser was working on Outlander, gave me a leaflet for his film, and now I'm the lead role in his animated film.
That's
pretty cool. Yeah, it is a bit mad. So, and I'm looking forward to playing an animated character. I've won awards for being on stage. I've been in films that have won BAFTAs. I'm hoping that Outlander will be winning awards at some point. They're bound to come. And it'd be nice to be involved in an animated project in some way, shape or form, and get to have fun with that. So looking forward to it.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Susan G, she's saying, is there an actor with which you would love to work? We kind of touched on it earlier. I think I can maybe inspiration.
Yeah, probably. As I said, probably Clint Eastwood. If I get a chance to work with Clint, I know he's he must be close to retirement. Maybe he'd come out of retirement to do a film with us or something. I don't. But to be honest, working with any actor is a total joy. I mean, going on to the Outlander set, I never knew most of the guys on the Outlander set, but the experience and the fantastic people on it was an absolute dream. So yeah, I suppose I'd just like to continue working, would be the answer to that one. And anybody I worked with, I'd be delighted to work with them and learn from them, because I think that's a big thing. You walk on a set. I was very fortunate. The scene that Sam and Graham were doing, and it's Dougal's death. You know the scene I'm talking about? My wee bit where I come in and I've fluffed up my lines that I was telling you earlier on.
Oh yeah.
Scene that's just before that. And I was lucky enough that when they were coordinating the fight and staging the fight, I was in the room. So I got to stand in the room in the corner and watch the fight getting blocked. So I knew the ending, even though I'd seen the ending, even though I wasn't in the scene, because I was standing in the corner watching it, and Katrina was there, and they were having a good laugh about how the death was going to be, and rolling around the floor and stuff, and just watching them all having a good time, and kind of, I just felt I was a fly on the wall, essentially, just watching what was going on. That was a dream as well. So even when you weren't acting in it, just being there watching other people was fantastic.
Excellent. It does sound brilliant. It was long for that day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sharon Antes is asking, it's very similar to the actor you'd like to work with, is there any particular role that would interest you, any sort of dream role that you would have?
A dream role, I don't know. Instantly, people kind of think of things like James Bond, don't they? I think we've done this, maybe the Sean Connery James Bond, so I might have passed. I think if anybody's going to get it, it'll be Big Sam. He's next in the running. No, I don't really know, to be honest. I think like everything, the most exciting role that you ever get is your next one. That's the most important job's the next one. So whatever lands on your desk at the next time is the role that that's kind of your dream role, and you want to make it. Every role you do, you want that to be something that you're remembered for. And the nice thing was I enjoyed the role I did in Angel's Share, where I got to play Clancy and working with Ken Loach. And people from the US might not be aware of Ken Loach, but in the UK cinema, he's huge, and he's a legend, absolutely. So getting to work with him was a dream. Going on to Kajaki, was working with the King's Speech producers. It was another dream working with these guys. And Outlander, obviously, I mean, although Outlander for me was probably the smallest role that I've played in all the things I've done, it was by far the hugest project and the biggest show. So I was I was lucky. I felt I was going in, I was relaxed. I was very much in my comfort zone. I knew the stuff that I was given to do, that I could do it, and I could do it well. So I didn't feel as much pressure. And if anything, I got to enjoy the 12 weeks that I was on it, the 6 episodes of film.
Yeah.
Could relax, because they weren't turning around and going, okay, Scott, this is your big giant scene where you're the starters. None of that was happening. It was just kind of, right, Scott, your wee bit, right, and you were just a part of a huge, big, moving, fantastic story. So,
fantastic, excellent. That's a perfect answer. Thank you, Susan G and Sharon. Both asked as well, are there any upcoming film projects that you're on, which kind of follows on from...
Yeah, other than the animation one at the moment, to be honest, it's not. I'm very fortunate. I'm not like a lot of other actors. When a job comes up, I have to fit the job around my work. Whereas I don't sit about all year kind of waiting for the phone to ring. I'm pretty busy, and when the phone rings, I need to see if I'm free to go and do things. Yeah, so it's nice. I get to say no sometimes. There's not often I do say no, but I have to consider things. I have to speak to the theatre before I take an acting job. I have to speak to my wife, obviously, and I have to make sure that I'm not running away, and the theatre's got to be left on its own, because the theatre ultimately is my full-time job. That's what I do, and the acting's something that I do kind of whenever the opportunity comes up. But I don't think I'd be dropping the theatre to run away and be a movie star in Hollywood. Do you know what I mean? This is where I am, and I'll jump out and do wee projects and hopefully inspire the youngsters that are here and jump back in again. So I'm fortunate in that sense that when opportunities come, I get to go and do them. But I don't know what the next one is, and I don't know that many actors do. They might tell you that there's something they can't tell you about, but I don't know if that's ever true. When people say, I can't tell you about it, I'm going, that means they're not working.
Yeah, that means they've got nothing. They're just trying to keep you going. Well, that's a really grounded answer. I think what you've just said there, from chatting to you for the past 40 minutes or so, well, nearly an hour, is inspire, and I think I can see that in the time we chatted, and you've got such a passion, especially for the theatre as well. So I do believe that what you're doing, is great, and the kids will be inspired by you, seeing you, and the roles that you've played. But that fact that you are very firm, your feet are firmly grounded. And
well, I'll tell you this: I went into the cafe bar earlier on today, and there was a group using the room, so I had to go in and clean up the teas and coffees. All right, on a trolley. So I was moving the teas and coffees. And the girl that was hiring the room after the group that were leaving came in with her daughter. Yeah. And she said, "Oh, Scott," she said, "my daughter was starstruck when she seen you." I says, "Well, I'm cleaning the cups just now. I'm going in to wash the dirty cups, so I'll be back in a minute and I can say hello." And so that's kind of my day to day, and I think that's probably a good thing, that the cups need washed. So somebody's got to do them, and I'm as good as anybody to do them. Do you know what I mean? So all good.
It's a fantastic sort of attitude and thing to portray, and like I say, inspiration is probably the better word for it, because that little girl now see, that no matter who you are, you still got to do the dishes.
The dishes need done.
Exactly, and they're not going to do themselves unless you've got dishwashing.
I'll tell you one more funny story was we did the premiere of Kajaki at the theatre here at the Regal. We did a movie premiere, so the caretaker was outside putting out the red carpet on the steps, and he was taping it all down, so that when the guests arrived, they walked up the red carpet into the theatre. Yeah. And I arrived in my kilt, and the caretaker was out sticking down the carpet, and I said, "Hiya, Dick." He's the caretaker. I said, "Hiya, Dick." He said, "Hiya, Scott." He said, "Just so as you know, there won't be a red carpet tomorrow when you come to work." And it was very true. I was one night only. You might be a movie star tonight, but tomorrow you won't be when you arrive at work.
Exactly. Tomorrow you're back to being the manager and the runner.
Yes, exactly. That's it. Back to the day job.
Exactly. That's awesome. Last kind of question is from Shari. She says, "You're so sweet to follow. All people who follow you on Twitter," which we talked about at the very beginning. Yeah. How much of your time does that actually take each day?
Yeah, it does. It takes up an awful lot of time, and to be honest, though, I'm very committed to it, because people all over the world have donated money to the theatre and have supported the theatre, and it's making a real difference to what I do day to day. So going up to, tonight I know that we made a wee video of the kids saying thank you. standing next to the mirrors, right? Because the donations that people have come in, they might have donated it because I was in Outlander and they want to support the theatre, but the impact it's going to make on those youngsters and other people just blows my mind. And I think the least I can do is jump on Twitter, thank people, answer messages when they message me. You know, some days it takes up loads of time. And the good thing is, I say to the office staff, "Well, I'm working. This is work. This is work." So.
Yeah, no, it is really lovely to be able to. And I say it's absolutely amazing and fantastic the support that the theatre's got as a result of social media. Just an amazing thing, I think, and I'm really happy for you on that one. Cherie and Susan G both asked the last question, which was any plans to visit the US anytime in the near future.
If they'll have me, I will be there.
Like we said before, pimp yourself to a Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's it. To be honest, I would love to be over there doing certain things. Like somebody said about going to Tartan Week. If they invited me to that, I would definitely love to go over. Yeah. The reality is that my wee budget of my housekeeping doesn't stretch that far. And me and the wife would need to save up a wee bit. So I'm hoping that maybe one of the conventions or something will book me, and I'll get to go over and meet as many folk as possible and have a good time and get to see some America. Because I've only ever been to Vegas on holiday, but I'm sure that the rest of America is no like Vegas.
Exactly. There you go. All the American Outlander fans and Canadian Outlander fans start petitioning for the Comic Cons, and get you and your wife over there.
If they book me, I'll be there.
Excellent. Right. Just before I wrap this up, is there anything last words that you would like to say to the fans who are listening?
Yeah, there is actually. So thank you for giving me the platform. Just a thanks to everybody out there who's supported the theatre and supported me. As I say, for a tiny role in Outlander, I did my 6 episodes in S2, and the fact that people were hoping to see me again in the future was really nice to see. And the fact that so little screen time that I had, I was able to make an impact in the story. And be remembered by people means an awful lot to me, because I never thought I was going to go in and anybody would be given two monkeys about this guy Ross. I just thought I'd go in, play the wee part, and that would be it, something for me to treasure. Whereas the fan art and the Save Ross campaign and all that is just kind of blew my mind, to be honest. So thank you, and long may it continue.
Lovely, thank you. Thank you once again, Scott. An absolute pleasure and honour to talk with you. I hope everyone enjoyed listening, and please share this out wherever you can and wherever you think people would like to hear it. This has been Chris Gordon, and you've been listening to Hellblazer.biz, bringing you interviews with stars of TV and film. Good night.